Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be, she sees me as worthless and not valuable. Well, that kind of sucks. Got an email here from a viewer. He says, hey Corey, my situation has gone beyond my control. I was with this girl for a year or so and I dumped her. Then when I dumped her, I was acting like the dumped one by begging and pleading with her to take me back. It's been 5 months now and chasing has gotten me nowhere. I texted her and told her my feelings and she said she does not feel the same way. But saying this when I'm seeing other girls and moving on, she's adding them on Facebook to check them out. I feel like I've left myself in a weak situation. Yeah, when you go chasing after a girl, I mean, think about it. I get emails from guys that get frustrated or they're not happy with the situation, or they just get to a point and they realize that the relationship is over. And that's the interesting thing. It's like, because I got friends going back 20-something years, high school buddies, and they say in their relationship, a bad relationship, they say dating somebody, and now on top of that, they got married and had a family, had several kids with them. And here, 25 years later, they're still complaining about the same things and saying that they're going to finally leave this person, and they end up doing it after 25 years. But, you know, internally you think it's like you love your friend and you care about them, but at the same token, it's like you can't feel like, dude, you did it to yourself, man. It's like I remember like one of my buddies, when we were 19 years old, he was complaining about the girl he was dating, and he married her. They had several kids together, and he's just now getting out of this relationship almost 25 years later. And that relationship should have ended 25 years ago. I've had so many people, not only I did this myself, but over the years just doing what I do, it's amazing the amount of people, they get into a relationship and they get to some point where they realize, you know what, even though this person's great and we have a great time together, our values aren't aligned, our goals aren't aligned, and I'm not feeling it or she's not feeling it. You can just tell it's time to end it. But what keeps most people from doing it? It's fear that they'll never find anybody better, or fear that the next person that comes along will actually be worse than the person that they've got. And so they go and they break up with them, and then a few weeks go by, a month goes by, they don't find anybody new, and they think, oh my God, I made a mistake. And then so they try to get the other person back, and so they start running after and chasing and pursuing, and they get nowhere, which is basically the situation that you're at. And so he says, how do I turn it around to where she sees me as valuable again? She sees me as worthless and not valuable at the moment. A while back when I was meeting another girl, her friends were on to me saying, so you like this new girl and stuff, but that didn't work out and she never chased me back, which led to me chasing her. He says, how do I hit her emotional hot buttons and make her want me again? He says, I feel like she is in control. I'm very confident and a good-looking guy, and if you would help, this would be great. Well, here's the deal. What you need to do is nothing. I mean, think about this. You dump the girl, and then whatever period of time lapsed, and then you try to get her back, and you went begging, pleading. And then when you do those things, all it does is communicate to her, wow, it's a really good thing that this relationship ended. And it just confirms to her that it's a good thing by not being in the relationship with you. And, I mean, the thing that you're not considering is that, why did you break up with her in the first place? Obviously, you realized that you were no longer putting your best foot forward in the relationship, and more than likely, because I've been doing this for a lot of years, and pretty much 99% of the guys that want girls back like this in this situation, they get them back, and they only stay together for a couple of months because they realize that everything that turned you off about this girl that caused you to break up with her in the first place, she hasn't changed. She's still that person. And if you get back together with her, guess what? All those same things are going to be there, and that's what happens. You go back, you finally get the girl back, and after a couple of months go by, you realize you feel the same way that you did before when you broke up with her. And then you think to yourself, well, this is kind of stupid. And then you end up leaving the relationship for good. But, you know, and to answer your question, what should you do? You should do nothing and walk away and never look back. And when she texts you or she contacts you, invite her to meet you out for a drink. Or invite her to come on over to your place. Say, great, grab a bottle of wine, come on over to my place. Let's have some drinks, make dinner together, and just hang out and chill. And just one thing can lead to another, and you can seduce her there when she comes over. But in this particular case, the girl doesn't want you back. She's told you no repeatedly. So, I mean, with the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again. So why on earth would you continue to call and chase this girl who doesn't want anything to do with you anymore? This way, it's like you want to know, it's like if you, the only way you can know if there's a chance and you haven't just completely caused this girl to lose all respect for you is to do nothing. And if there's any kind of, if she has any kind of level of attraction for you left, she will contact you at some point in the future when she doesn't hear from you. But more than likely, I would say it's probably time to move on in this particular case, dude, because, like I said, all the begging, I mean, you just communicated total weakness in doing that, and it never helps your case. So if I were you, I'd continue to date other women and look at, I did an article a while back called How to Attract the Perfect Woman. If you follow the instructions in that will help you attract a really great, super high quality woman for you, instead of going back and heating up leftovers here with a girl that basically wasn't really that great to begin with. Because if it really was that great with her, you would never dumped her in the first place, dude. That's something to think about. So if you have a question you want to ask me, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab on the left-hand side of your screen. Send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max, and just give me several days to get back to you with a response. If you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. You can do that by going to my website, click the Products tab, which will be at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions. If you want to get a digital version of my Kindle ebook, on my website underneath the email sign-up box is a box that has a link that will take you right to the Amazon Kindle download page. Once you get there, if you don't have a Kindle device, just download one of their free e-reader apps for whatever electronic device you want to read it on. And if you appreciate the value of the information I offer in these video newsletters, the articles on my website, and my ebook, you can show your appreciation right now by going to my website, and on the Wikipedia toolbar at the bottom of your screen, click the PayPal donate button and donate any amount that you feel is equal to the value of the information. And I will talk to you soon.